Hi, welcome back to another pick a card reading. This reading is a love reading looking at your current connection, any blockages that you might be going through, and the best approach moving forward. So we've got the three piles here. Number 1 is on the left, number 2 is in the middle, and 3 is on the right. The description box below will have the timestamps and the cards that I'm using, along with a link to my Facebook page. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can contact me on there. I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey there, group 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the pink love quartz crystal, that'll be for you. So this is a quick little love reading looking at you and your person, and how moved ahead at this time. What's going on? So we're starting with the relationship at this time. We've got the Prince of Pentacles and the Princess of Wands. So we've got fire and earth here. We have got Cancer and Capricorn here, quite strongly too. Yeah, so I did feel Aquarius energy. I feel a lot of Aquarius energy here. What else did I feel? Yeah, okay, Aquarius energy. So we have the relationship at this time is, I feel like you're trying new things. You're trying a new approach to things, to life. It could also indicate that you could be kind of very different, polar opposites in some ways, but very similar in many ways. It sort of indicates that yin-yang couple here. There's I feel like this relationship, sometimes it's like moving towards quite grounded and everything's slow and practical and things are moving ahead, and then all of a sudden things just speed up and everything changes, and like I feel like it can be quite hot and cold, this connection, maybe sometimes on and off even. That may be indicated here. There's definitely a lot that you share together, like a lot of an artistic nature, a beautiful creative, like you spark each other's creative fires. I feel like you're really you both dream big. I feel like it's two very creative beings in this reading. We've got your feelings, the person I'm reading for here, a person listening. It was the Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles. So feeling a bit more balanced about the direction ahead, feeling more balanced in your masculine and feminine energy. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, so you're ready to start something new. Perhaps this is a whole new connection. And you're ready to ground it and see what happens, to manifest a new beginning of some kind and nurture it. I feel like the decision has been made and you're making it with confidence, like you know what you want. You're going ahead in quite a grounded way. Like the Pentacles energy, the Earth energy is all on this side of the reading. Your person's energy is all fire, so they could be a fire sign. It could be very heavy fire dominated chart. They could be very creative and expressionate, maybe a little impulsive, all of those fiery energies, whereas your energy is coming across a lot more grounded and balanced. I don't think, yeah, okay. What else do I want to say here? I'll leave it there. Okay, so we'll move over to your person's energy. We've got the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Very feminine energy in your person over here. They are, I feel like they are somebody who perhaps is really expressionate in their work or the way they move through the world, and maybe it's the way they present themselves to the world. They're really like, they stand out and they're very different. I feel like they really honor their own path, their own truth, their own individuality. And I feel like they maybe it's them that's instigating some big change. Maybe it's both of you. There's some change that is needed in this connection, because I feel like you both have the potential to burn the candle at both ends, or just be just so like it's hot and cold, burn real bright and then it all goes cool again. So there's your person maybe quite the communicator as well, really passionate in the way they connect with you, and you may feel each other all the time when you're separate. A lot of that chemistry and energy rushing between you both all the time. Could be potentially a bit of a codependent connection that comes up next with the obstacles and blocks in this connection. We have a Five of Pentacles and the Devil. So there could be some financial restraints. It could be that you're at a distance from each other and can't come together all the time. That may be the case. You don't get to spend as much time together as you would like, having very busy lives. There could be a real codependence issue with this connection, or it could be through some addictive behaviors or things that you're engaging in with that devil energy. It could be drugs and having a great time and then having to worry about the come down, the money, and whatever the practical things related to that. It could be so many different things. Codependence on each other's energy, like just really needing validation from each other and security, especially because it feels like it's sort of on and off or hot and cold. There could be a lot of tests in that regard. I feel like this connection has gone through a lot of tests. The oracle card for what you will need at this time is integrity. So to stand in your truth, to not let someone else's opinions or ideas or ways of being sway you or shift your own sense of judgment. There is a need to, I feel for the person I'm reading for, to stand in your power here. In something to do with this connection, that you're needing to stand in your power. Your person that we're reading for here is the transformation. That's what they need. They need a bit of rebirth in their life, and I feel that might be happening with all of this fire energy. There might be someone who goes through a lot of rebirths. They may be reinventing themselves quite often. They could be on a path of personal awakening and transformation and a lot of shift and change. Like the direction of their life could have really significantly changed over the last couple of months or years. Everyone's timeline will be a little different, but it's like, I feel like for this person that I'm the fire person here, their life was completely different once upon a time to what it is now. I feel like they're in a much better place now as well. So moving over to the best approach for this connection, the Three of Cups and the Four of Wands. It's beautiful. This light-hearted energy. We've got abundance and completion. It's really joyful, friendly energy. It's really celebrating each other without any pressure, enjoying each other's uniqueness, getting to really engage in that passionate expression and energy together, where you really can talk and bounce ideas off each other and connect in such a friendly way. I also feel like there's a need to, when you coming together, there's something I felt when I was pulling the cards that may not be for everybody, but to go out into nature and enjoy the cycles of nature together, like really grounded, simple sort of date is what I was seeing. Something like in a really natural setting, away from the busy life, and just to be together. Could be at a place like a waterfall or the beach or something really natural. I feel as well that this connection is with the Four of Wands, not needing to rush, and just getting the sense of just slow things down and really ground things in a way that's just more practical and smooth. Even if it's like hard to contain a bushfire, right? That's what I see here. But not needing to rush forward and go with the flow here. Enjoy the cycles of life together, even the harder cycles. I feel like you've been through a couple of hard cycles together with this Four of Wands, and it may be indicating a time ahead where things sort of ease. The outcome energy, future potential outcome, Four of Swords, Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands. Whoop. So this is honouring the need for rest so that you can find the highest amount of emotional fulfillment from this connection and keep your own fires alive, right? I feel like there's definitely, especially Queen of Cups on the bottom deck energy here, followed by the Strength card. This is some self-loving energy. It's deeply compassionate, soft, feminine, receptive energy. So again, I feel like this connection needs a bit of softness and not so much high stimulation is what I was getting. that maybe this connection goes through a lot of high stimulation, and we're needing to just slow it down and sort of enjoy the simple things together, getting a bit of rest, taking space from each other, especially if there's a bit of codependency here, filling your own cup, doing what makes you feel alive and feel fulfilled, and then coming together when you're not so depleted. Five of Pentacles here is an obstacle, so it could be that you're looking for, when you feel like one of or the other or both are feeling a bit depleted, you're coming together for that sense of fulfillment, whereas what's needed is to fulfill yourself and reconnect with your friends as well. Go out and play and find fulfillment in other areas of life so that you can be whole and balanced when you come together, and that's when you thrive. I really feel like that's when this connection thrives, when they're just in their wholeness, in their power as an individual, and come together. Or so yeah, I do see with this, there is a need for rest. Truce is the top of the cards here, so it could be also a bit of forgiveness or letting go of what's been a struggle recently, and just allowing ease to bring you forward and through this stage. 10 of Cups, like that is, look at the romantic couple actually at the beach. I do feel like a nature setting date or something like that, some sort of travel or trip together would be really beneficial for this connection, if that's possible. I know COVID and life restrictions, but you know, that won't be maybe for everyone. And it actually is indicated here with Distant Shores, the oracle card for this reading, and it does talk about benefiting from moving out of your current situation and traveling, even if you can't travel physically, but to travel in the mind and do things a little differently, maybe through meditation, or like a simple trip away, just a day trip or half a day, like getting out and seeing distant shores, moving away, breaking the routine a little bit and changing it up into something I feel a lot smoother, a lot more gentle. And we've got the Ace of Wands at the end there, right? And I feel like that's a freshness coming into this connection. I do feel that this connection is trying new things, trying a new way forward, or is trying to connect in new ways that don't end up in this sense of insecurity in the connection. I feel like there's a need to empower yourselves as an individual so that you're not bouncing off each other's insecurities. Trying new things, taking rest when you need it, giving space. Beautiful reading, Group 1. I'll leave it there for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye. Hey there, Group 2. Welcome to your reading if you chose the Adventurine point. This one is for you. So this reading does look to be quite a complex one. We are looking at this connection, what's going on in this connection, and the best approach to move forward. So this connection looks like it could be going through some serious strain, hardship, or even separation. So if that really doesn't resonate with you, feel free to choose a different pile. But we're going to go ahead now with the relationship at this time, the Judgment and the Eight of Swords. I feel like this connection has been through a huge cycle of pain and trials and issues, all sorts of wounds coming up to the surface over the last few months, perhaps even. I feel like there's a lot of realization coming through, perhaps for both of you, particularly the person I'm reading for. Perhaps for both of you. Where you're starting to realize that there's actually a lot more options open to you, or perhaps options are starting to open up, where you're needing to make a choice and take a different path. There may be some sort of agreement that needs to be settled before you can go a different path. There's definitely a realization of the truth in this situation starting to really come to light, a lot of epiphanies, and it could be that it's until a decision has been made, something might be going round and round and round, and things might be quite stuck and stagnant for some time. I want to get another card up the top there, actually, just if something wants to come out. I wonder if that was it. Was it? The Prince of Cups. Yeah, there's some big ideas for the future. I feel like you two people here really had an idea for this connection, and it's and there was some really big dreams here. The all embrace. Yeah, this has been a really huge experience for the both of you. Coming together and meeting each other, death, transformation, transition. It's been a totally transformative connection. It has really made you the person you are today. A lot of what this connection has done for you in your life has really shaped you, I feel. The energy you are sitting in is the King of Swords and the Two of Swords. It's also how you're feeling about this connection, a little detached from the heart and uncertain about if you can move forward with this connection, and if so, how to communicate. How to get a solid plan and move forward. I feel like you need to move forward, but you realize that there is, it can't stay stuck like this forever. You're very keenly aware of that. It's just a matter of figuring out how to move forward, and there's a lot of blindfold imagery here, so it's really taking the blindfold off and seeing the truth in this connection, the truth of where this is at and where it's headed, where it's been so far. The underlying energy, I took the two of them actually. It was the Three of Wands and the Three of Swords. There could have been a third-party situation in this connection, but you will already have known about that. Either way, there is a lot of heartbreak and betrayal in this connection, and sort of waiting for it to become something that it just maybe didn't get to become, or perhaps you have invested a lot of energy into building something, and it's come to a standstill, or it's not moving forward in any further. Some people in this connection are not at a breakup, just at a very significant trial in the connection. Your person's energy is the Nine of Wands. I was going to say Swords. They could be experiencing a lot of anxiety about how to move forward or what is going on here. But the Nine of Wands and the Fool card. So a little bit resilient to take a step forward. They're a bit resistant to take a step forward. And trust that the path ahead, is everything's going to be fine. Your person could be feeling a lot of struggle about, the direction of their life, and breaking if it applies, breaking apart from you could bring them a lot of anxiety, because I feel like you may be someone that they have relied on for quite some time. They feel very connected to you. And whether they're saying that or not, I feel like being apart from you could really stress them out a little, maybe. But yeah, there's, some are looking forward to the future as well at the same time, but there's just a bit of resistance there, and your person wants to protect their future, if that makes sense. I'm going to get another card on that as well. Not just one for the person on their feelings with that Nine of Swords and the Fool. Here we go. The Ace of Swords, reversed. Uncertainty about their future. Uncertainty about the connection here. Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck, more uncertainty. I think both people are just not very clear right now, but they know it can't stay this way. Something has to change, something has to give. Could just be a part of the process that is really painful to move through. A lot of shadow. Anything more here? Anything more? Yeah? The King of Wands, audaciousness. Yeah, I did kind of feel that before as well, that somebody in this connection could be really harsh with their words, not very soft, sort of defending themselves, and I feel like they're looking after their best interest and just trying to make sure that their assets or finances or something is secure, and not really there's maybe a bit of fear around financial security if there's a separation involved here. Is there anything? I feel like that one. The way, pray. Your person needs to trust that the future ahead is okay. It's going to be okay for them. They need to follow their intuition and soften, and not be so controlling of the path ahead. We've got the Three of Wands as well, and the Queen of Swords. Your person needs to step out of fear and step back into their own power in regards to the direction of their life and what they're doing. Like, very much they need self-empowerment, and not to rely on you so much if that's what they've done in the past. Hopefully that resonated at all. So we'll move on to blocks at the moment. We've got the Hermit and the Tower reversed. I did grab an extra on the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, this is both people probably at a separation here, taking some time out to really reflect on what is true for them in regards to this connection. A lot of deep soul searching here. There's a resistance to let go of this connection as well with the Tower reverse. There's a real resistance because there's so much energy being invested in this connection potentially. There's there's a lot of patience needed, a lot of just taking it slowly as this transition happens. But it does look like the Tower, it was definitely wanted to be reversed, and I feel like somebody in this connection is stalling an ending maybe, or because of an investment. The card you have is courage. Needing courage to stand up for yourself and stand in your truth. Needing courage to see this connection for what it is and what the position you're in for what it is. Your person has empowerment, like I spoke about before. They're feeling not very powerful about the direction forward, and I feel like they really have this sense of self-preservation, and that may be coming out in the way they're speaking and acting. But they need to trust that everything is going to be fine, and that they are, a powerful and infinite being that can create the life they would like as well. The best approach forward. Interesting. We have Temperance and the Wheel, two major arcanas here. The best approach forward is just surrendering to the process, surrendering to the massive changes that may be feeling like they're out of your hands, having patience as this journey unfolds, and just trusting that everything is exactly as it's meant to be, and the wheels are turning, the wheels are in motion. Change is, even if there's a bit of a standstill and a lot of resistance to change, you can expect change and movement forward coming up. Closure even. There's definitely an indication of closure here. Change, oh my god. Two of discs, change, right? Surrender to the changes. Navigate these changes while looking after yourself and honoring your own need for rest when you need it, and healthy boundaries. We've got Sagittarius energy pretty strongly through this reading. We've got Virgo here as well. We've got Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius here too. I want some more. This reading's getting all the extra cards because I just feel like it's such a complex situation. Kind of hard to get a gauge on. What was that one? No, it wasn't. Let's just flip back. Was it this one? The Emperor structure. Okay, yeah. So you're both wanting to look after your own futures moving forward. I feel like this could very, very well be tied into finances and things like that. There's a huge structural change within this connection. If this is not a breakup, you probably clicked off already, but if this is not a breakup, it is definitely a huge change in the way things move forward. I wonder if I can see that. There's a lot of communication needed here. We've got King and Queen of Swords, so we're needing to really be honest about what we want moving forward and surrendering to the changes. So the outcome energy is the Six of Swords and the World card, and this is releasing the heaviness in the situation, releasing the struggle, and just allowing yourself to be moved forward. And this is a huge sense of closure, the World card being the last major arcana in the deck. It talks about the completion of a cycle and moving on with your life. It could literally be traveling overseas and traveling away physically from this connection. I did forget to I was meant to grab a Journey of Love card for this reading as well, and I haven't done that yet. It just reminded me of the Group 1's Love card. the Swan. There is more beauty in this situation than you currently perceive. We'll just go to the end of the book here. So the oracle reaches to you now, indicating that you are held within the grace of a great soul, a teacher of the heart, of the spirit, and there is endless light bestowed upon you for protection. Your path ahead is assured. Soon you'll be shifting from hope to a sense of inevitability, even in your attainment of the spiritual goals closest to your heart. Be with your practice of love through meditation, yoga, kindness, nature, dance, singing, whatever speaks to your heart, and know that you are one with the divine. It's only a matter of time before you realize it. Yeah, it's definitely a message of feminine energy and softening and just surrendering and allowing change and transformation to happen in your life as it already is, and just going with the flow and trusting that you can stand in your power in this position, you can protect yourself, and that things will work out for you. You will release from this heaviness and transition into a more peaceful and calm and grounded time in your life. There will be a whole new world waiting for you as you move through this transition. It's just a matter of getting through this and trusting and really going deep in this journey of self-love. The Swan is such a beautiful card. It speaks about that transformation, and it brings you to that ugly swan, ugly duckling type story, but it was actually a swan. And so these darker periods where we feel like we're not ourselves or we're not in alignment, we actually are, and we're just learning the deeper, darker parts of our existence, and so that we can use those experiences to really blossom and grow into the fullness of our being and who we're meant to be. And so this experience, if this is the closure of a connection and the decoupling of something, just really honor, sit with this experience and really reflect on how much you've learned and how much you've grown from this, and honor this connection and what it's been in your life, even if it has brought you a massive amount of pain and sorrow and really thrown you into the darkest depths of your emotions. It's also called you to really expand and learn and shift your perception on life and really learn your own strengths and how to honor yourself. You really know more about self-love from this connection, and I feel like that's the journey ahead, is self-love and really coming back home to yourself and finding that sense of softness and just blossoming naturally, using the fertilizer from this situation to grow. All right, I'll leave it there for you, Group 2. Adventure on for you, Group 2. I love it. I'll speak to you next time. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye. Hey there, Group 3. If you chose the Citrine, this will be your reading. So I'm going to do a little trigger warning before this one. This reading appears to be something quite tumultuous and intense that is going on in the connection. So if you don't resonate with that, maybe it's not your pile, but I'm going to jump straight in. For those that do resonate with a very testing time right now, let's start with the first cards. We'll start with the Sun card, okay? I know, contrast. Now this card, I want to start with this card first because I feel like this has been a connection that has really helped you shine. It has been something that has been really positive impact in your life. It has created a lot of growth and happiness for you. You may have children with this person. You may have had big dreams with this person. I feel like you really have always encouraged each other to be optimistic, and I feel like who I'm reading for right now is somebody who really empowers other people through optimism, through mental shifts, through looking at the world through a different lens, from being positive and releasing worries and fears. I feel like that's who I'm reading for. I feel like you affect your person in that way too. I feel like you've always been a very bright guiding light for them, somebody really optimistic and beautiful in that way. Now where the connection is at, I feel like there's been a lot of play as well in the past. This is this Leo card which talks about the inner child. So you know, there could have been a lot of inner child healing done between your connection through the formative years of this connection. If this is a years long connection, I do feel like it is. So the other cards for the connection I'll pull up now. The Eight of Swords and the Hangman. I feel like it's really a struggle to find that light at this time. It's a real struggle to see a way forward that is actually positive. Like, how can we get through this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like a full of just hurt and anger and disbelief, and just like, I feel it so strongly, like up against a wall, like how do we get through this? It feels impossible. I'm just covered in goosebumps. I can't even get the words to express just how much this feels impossible to find that light again. And you're trying so hard. You don't want to give up yet. You're trying so hard. The cards that indicate how you're feeling, a whole bunch fell out. I took them all because it tells a story. You are feeling lied to. You are feeling betrayed. You are feeling like somebody has been, this is clearly a cheating situation. It could be another person. It could be drugs and other addictions that this person is, feeding into, and to the detriment of their connection with you and the future together. But you are feeling like this person has really lied to sate their own needs. And with the Three of Cups, it's a third-party situation. It could be another person or drugs or a behaviour that's really toxic. And it's caused this tower moment, the just utter destruction of this connection. You are I feel in disbelief for you. This is like, I'm hearing the word audacious and cold and selfish, and I'm just feeling quite angry for you. So I don't want to feed into that too much. That's how you're feeling. We can see that there. So now moving into your person's energy and how they're feeling. This could be a marriage that has hit the rocks here, or this situation. The underlying energy as well is the Five of Swords. So, oh my goodness, and the Ten of Swords is actually next. But the Five of Swords to the 10, my goodness, this is, it feels like a connection that just, I don't think you are giving up on it yet. I really don't. I feel like you are both going to continue to try. That could be wrong for, as everyone might resonate a little differently, but for the most part, I do feel like you needed to step away. There's no immediate resolution to this. It does feel very intense. It just feels like an unnecessary battle. Like, this didn't have to be this way, and everybody's come up a loser, and lack of better words. Nobody's come up on top because of this. This has not been beneficial to the connection. This has been absolutely detrimental. And to see the sun come out first, it hurts even more, because it just shows how beautiful this connection can be. Okay, settle down. I'm sorry. So I'm going to go through the energies here. We've got Leo, we've got Taurus, we've got Cancer, Capricorn, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Virgo here. So they could be pretty heavy in your chart anywhere. There's a lot of characters here. So back to your person's energy. Seeing that this is a marriage connection, a connection that's also caused you both to really wake up and learn a lot. I feel like you have really taught your person a great deal with the Hierophant energy. It is talking about that higher learning. We've got the Moon and this Nine of Pentacles card as well, which is talking about secrecy, and this is a single lady energy. So I'm seeing that your person has been sort of tending to their own needs and perhaps keeping that a secret from the connection. But this has all come to light now, I feel. This is definitely something you know about. There's no, there may be extra details that yet to come to light with the Moon, but for the most part, I feel you know what you need to know. You know the most. There's definitely a lot of hidden emotions surrounding this situation. I feel like your person is actually in a lot of pain and is feeling really guilty and really ashamed of themselves for what they've done. The blockage in this connection, the obstacle, is a lack of a genuine apology, or if that's not even, I don't think apology is even going to be enough. It's like just a true lack of genuine friendship and honesty and compassion and kindness and integrity, and like the Page of Cups is a true friend, a loyal friend. The obstacle is a lack of loyalty, potentially. And now we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So I'm feeling like the Queen of Pentacles is who I'm reading for here. And this is your person. And they are not feeling worthy of your greatness. They're not feeling worthy of your beautiful touch, of your compassion, of your beautiful, nurturing energy. They do not feel worthy of it. They feel like they are sort of just, and it's a wall they know where they've put up. And I feel just a real sense of remorse to do wrong by this beautiful queen, to do wrong by potentially the mother of their children, to do wrong by their business partner, if that applies. This is somebody who you can rely on. This is a beautiful, strong person. So rightly so that they should be feeling in this wounded warrior energy, really resistant, and the walls are up, and not wanting to protect themselves from their own emotions too, because they feel like really tumultuous inside as well. Your oracle card is My Power, and perfect for the Queen of Pentacles. Do not forget that you are a powerful, beautiful person, and that you have power in this situation to say yes or no at any time. Your person has transformation, and that's calling on them as well. This is a huge wake-up call for your person. It's causing them to really need to change and to look a lot deeper at some of the things that have caused them to act this way. The best approach for this situation, now this is big. We've got the Hermit. I feel like a separation, a withdrawal, a taking time out to really soul search about this. Both for different reasons as to why you need to really look into this and why it's making you feel this way, or why it came to be in the first place, or what the direction is moving forward here, how to apply compassion to this situation. There's so many questions running around. Then we have the King and Queen of Swords. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra energy here. But this is honest, clear communication. This is the best approach forward. To take the time out to really do some deep introspection about this connection and where it's at and what's happened, and then come forward with your truths and really clear the air here and speak your truth about what you desire moving forward, what you expect moving forward, how you can move forward in a logical way together that promotes healing and closes out this chapter. Or if it's separation, then getting serious and clear about that, and accepting that as a reality if that's the case. I feel so firm in this reading, like it feels quite serious, like a real shock to the system, like something has shocked you to the system, like the biggest shake-up. I can't even, whoa. Okay. Oh no, I'm going to spend some time on the grass after this, and I think you should too. A lot of grounding is needed here. This also in the blockage is the Queen of Pentacles, and that can bring me back to saying that the blockage is a connection to the earth, a connection to feeling grounded with the emotions. There's so much wounds being triggered at the moment, emotions maybe flying high, and lots of feelings stuck and around in the head, and it's not helping. You need to come out of the mind and into the body. You need to connect with the earth. You really need some grounding practices, yoga, dance, meditation, art, whatever it is. You will know what works for you. Trying new things is maybe as well, but mostly go to what you know, I feel, for this one. Go to what you know for the grounding activities. Nurturing yourself through a healthy eating as well, and plenty of rest, earth medicine, just taking the supplements and medicine that you might need, natural stuff, Now the outcome energy for this reading, Death was the first card out of the gate. And then we have the World card. So this does speak to two different outcomes here, two different scenarios, because we've also got the Star and the Four of Wands, and I can read this in two different timelines and it will hit you however it's meant to. The Death card and the World card can be an indication, or all this together can be an indication of an ending of the connection, the closing of that cycle, and going through the transformation that all of that transition would entail, closing out that whole world and all of the people and things that are involved in that, so that you can move forward with healing and find a new home or a new place that is more nourishing to you, is something that feels more gentle. There's so much to do with healing in these cards, and not really rushing towards it, but allowing that cycle to happen naturally. For other people, and I do feel this is for the most people that are listening, this is a transformation of the connection and closing out that old behavior. For a lot of people, I feel that you do stay together. As serious as this situation is, I feel that you can move through this and be stronger as a result. The Star card does talk about that healing and having hope for the future. The Four of Wands, I've been really feeling the Four of Wands lately as just as, yes, we have a grand goal of what we want, and the pathway doesn't always go the way we thought it would. And it's surrendering to that and not trying to rush to get there so quickly, but really enjoying the journey, which can be really hard when you're forced to do some hectic shadow work. Wounds have been triggered and there's healing to be done. So not rushing the healing is what I'm seeing here, not rushing the process and allowing it to be not okay as well. That can be really hard, especially if you're a fixer or somebody who is not comfortable with this situation. It hurts, I want it better already. The message here is to not rush that healing process. But all of these major arcanas here do talk about the potential for a massive transformation and healing in this connection that brings you to a more powerful place. Not every connection that I'm reading for in group 3 today will resonate with that though. Some people will want to draw a boundary here and separate and go and find healing elsewhere for themselves. But for the majority, I do see you working through this together. That I do feel what has happened here is definitely a cause to close out that cycle. I can't see that sort of thing happening again. I want to get maybe another card on how I'm feeling about that. Oh, I forgot to get the Journey of Love card too. Oh, okay. 6 of Swords. Yeah, well, that could be both ways as well. 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I'm still getting the 2 storylines, okay? And you will know who you are and where you're at and what you need, especially with a bit of time of deep introspection. That's what will bring it to you. The approach ahead is the Hermit card, to withdraw and really seek your own answers on this situation. That will bring you the truth that you need to deliver. But there's the underlying energy, 5 of Cups, a lot of disappointment and a lot of sadness, really upset about these 3 cups here. So upset about these 3 cups that you're not looking at the opportunities behind you or around you. This is very time consuming, mind consuming, all consuming. And then we have the 6 of Swords, so that is moving through something and away from something. It is very choppy waters here and a lot smoother over here where you're headed. So, it's all of these cards. It's closing something out and moving away. Whether you move away with this person and heal together or separate is your story. But I do feel separation and personal healing and time apart is very important at this time for this connection. That's right. I was going to get the Oracle card so you can even pick a reading at the start. I forgot that for group 2 as well. Let's see what comes out for group 3 with the Journey of Love. Oracle. Oh, there's a couple that want to jump. I can feel them. Okay. There it is. The choice. That I wanted to come out more than any other. Oh, okay. The Oracle brings you guidance. It is safe to choose now. I'll hold it up for you. There is no wrong choice, just a choice that resonates with your heart. If it is challenging you, that is an opportunity for you to let the divine cleanse and lift you into the vibration where you feel at peace with your choice, where you can accept the grace it will bring to you. Do this now. It's your time to step up, make your life easier on yourself and open to love in a more trusting way. Come now, the divine is calling you to play. So yeah, it definitely indicates a huge choice. Right, it's called choice. I kind of want another love card here. Well, maybe I should just leave it. You've got a choice to make, and the Hermit card is asking to take some time out to make that choice from a centered and grounded place. What fell on the ground? Eruption of light. Eruption of light. Your words have more power than you may realize. You have a special ability to heal with words, to bring light where it is needed, to uplift through simple kindness spoken. You have a message to bring. It might be an urge to write or speak on topics that are close to your heart. It may also simply have the need at a soul level to share from the heart with others when you're engaged in conversation. This oracle says your voice is part of your power. Do use it. That's interesting because you also have my power here You have a choice to make, which you will make from a period of withdrawal and introspection. And then that eruption of light, that knowing and that truth will be ready for you to deliver. And that delivery will bring about a transformation and the closure of an old cycle. It will renew hope in your life and bring you to a more harmonious place in the future, as hard as it is at this time. All right, Group 3, I'm going to leave it there. I'm sending so much love to you, Group 3, and I hope this reading brings you some sort of comfort, clarity, and guidance. And I look forward to reading again next week. Bye.